What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? This is Instructor Mike. I am back for another. Now, granted, this is different. This is going to be a different kind of show. Normally, I go live Wednesday night on what am I trying to say? Normally I go live Wednesday night on YouTube, but I'm going, live tonight on YouTube and all the other stuff again tonight because someone called me and asked me a question about concealed carry appeals, requirements and stuff like that. And I do have a video that does address this, but I figured, what the hey, let's just go on ahead and go over some of the requirements to get your concealed carry license and some of the requirements to go on ahead and sign up for a class. That stuff is needed. And that's fine. This stuff is just general knowledge and just some other pitfalls that people go through. Because I've been listening to Central Bond Court a lot. And I don't know if you all been paying attention to my advice or whatever, but I would strongly suggest you all go to Central Bond Court by way of YouTube. Cook County Courthouse, Light and Criminal Courthouse, room 100. It is a lot of incitement that you could get from that. Okay. Yeah, I say incitement. I'm sorry. A lot of information you can get from that. Whatever the case may be. If you're watching by, I ate some popcorn. Y'all don't say shit. If you're watching by Facebook, please like this page. Okay. If you're watching by YouTube, go on ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. Let's go on ahead and get that information out. Okay. Let me look at the comments. I'm sorry I had the comments on the screen. Ew. What's going on, Vince? Why are criminals getting away with UUWs? There's a difference between when you listen to Superintendent David Brown of the Chicago Police Department, and then when you listen to Bond Court, there are a lot of folks getting arrested for unlawful use of a weapon. What's going on, Marco? How are you? Tina, what's going on? We'll go on ahead and look at all that too. So I don't know. I don't know if they're getting away with it. I know they're getting released on electronic monitoring, all things considering. Bonds are being set at high amounts. There are some that are getting released on electronic monitoring, but I can't sit there and say all, because when I listen to Bond Court, they're giving it to them. They really are. And then I'll tell you some of the circumstances that I commonly hear in Bond Court. What's going on, Deion Johnson? I lost my paperwork to check on my concealed carry license. How can I find out if I've been approved? All right. You can go to the website www.ispfsb.com, www.ispfsb.com. And if you all are watching this, I'm going to give you a moment. Go on ahead and share this to as many people as we can to get them in on the conversation. I want to make this a robust conversation, which means because there's a lot of people asking questions about, look, that's the one thing that I did commonly see in Bond Court. There's a lot of information not known. And that's why I keep doing these lives. Some of y'all got friends that caught cases, whatever the case may be. Look, I put this information out there for free. Of course, you can sit there and do the research, but, you got somebody who's willing to tell you the information. So why not share it? Why not share it? Why not share it? Okay. Yeah, I'm watching right now. Let's go on ahead and get those shares. Thank you, Justin Stovall, for sharing the video. Let's go on ahead and get those shares up, man. Let's get those shares up. Get those shares up. Get those shares up. Okay. Let's go on ahead and get those shares up. We got people who need to know this information. Okay. It's just something that the people fail for the lack of knowledge. Okay. I appreciate you, Justin, and everybody else getting these shares up. All right, here we go. Tino, what's going on? Okay, I'm just reading some of your comments. You said it's still under review. All right, cool. I got denied, Mike, but I have a hearing soon, Justin. Okay, that's good. That's good. Is this just for Chicago? Nope, this is all for Illinois. Hey, Tiakwa, how are you? You say you need to renew your unarmed. Okay, let's go on ahead and get to, what's going on, George? How are you? Let's go on ahead and get to the presentation that I put on here about the concealed carry requirements and what you all need to know. Now, some of you all, if you've been through this, you already know that. Old news for you, new news for others. Okay, so let's go on ahead and get into it. All right, here we go. Let me take that down. Sorry about that. All right, so with Illinois concealed carry, there's some information that you do need to know. Now, with the requirements of Illinois concealed carry, and by the way, if you're watching by YouTube, go on ahead and again share this, share this, share this. Okay, I'm going to go on ahead and in fact share this to as many people as I can on different groups, just to get people involved. And I strongly suggest that you do the same. The people fail for the lack of knowledge. Okay, if you're watching by way of YouTube, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Share this. Share this. Share this. Share this. Share this. Okay. All right, sorry, just give it a minute. Give it a minute. I'm just sharing to a couple of folks. I want to go on ahead and get into this. Meanwhile, I'll go on ahead and tap the screen for requirements. That way, if you're in Illinois, you can go on ahead and start to review these requirements. Okay. What's going on? Let's get the likes up. Let's get the subscribes up. Okay, we're putting out good information for people to take note of. Okay. And we want people to learn what they need to learn and still get yourself into a concealed carry class. Doesn't matter if it's with me or with someone else. Just make sure you get yourself into a concealed carry class. All right, here we go. According to Chapter 430 Illinois Compiled Statutes, Act 66, Section 25, the department, meaning the Department of State Police, shall issue a license to an applicant completing an application according with Section 30 of the Act if the person is, again, 21 years of age, currently have a valid FOID card. Now, they did just sign into law some stuff that's going to take effect on January 1st of 2022. That's going to be another topic that we are going to discuss. But at present, these are the requirements. Currently has a valid FOID card if an Illinois resident is not prohibited under federal law from possessing or receiving a firearm, has not been convicted or found guilty in Illinois or in any other state of a misdemeanor involving the use or threat of physical force or violence to any person within the last 5 years, not having 2 or more violations relating to driving under the influence of alcohol or other drugs or intoxicating compounds or any combination thereof within the last 5 years. Okay, pushing on. Is not the subject of a pending arrest warrant, prosecution, or proceeding for an offense or action that could lead to disqualification. So if you got a current case and it's a felony, you can't do anything. Okay. Has not been a residential or court-ordered treatment for alcoholism, alcohol detoxification, or drug treatment within the last 5 years, and has submitted and completed a concealed carry license application and has completed 16 hours of firearms training, including classroom range and instruction. So let's get to this. Before you apply, I cannot emphasize this enough. Before you apply, check your arrest record. I can't emphasize that enough. I really can't. Check your arrest record. Okay. Now some of you say, well, I've been arrested. That's fine. It was something a long time ago. You know, it's 20, some 30, some 40 years. Do they even go back that far? I get that question asked commonly all the time. Look, a wise person listens to counsel. Check your arrest record. Okay. I'm going to tell you how to do that in a minute. There is a difference between arrest and conviction. Okay. An arrest, for the purposes of the Illinois concealed carry, is you were formally charged with the commission of an act. Okay. You were handcuffed. Okay. And handcuffed doesn't necessarily mean that you were arrested, but that's one of the ways by which, you know, your physical mobility is limited. But you don't have to have been arrested. I mean, you don't have to have been handcuffed to have been arrested. Okay. But you were arrested and you were charged with the commission of an offense. Normally you're fingerprinted. Okay. Because you have to be booked and entered into the varying systems that exist. Okay. And then you appear before a judge. If the case was SOL, meaning stricken on leave to reinstate, or if the case, and I'm looking at the comments too, if the case was stricken on leave to reinstate, or it was nolli prosequi, which is Latin. I hope I'm saying that right. Nolli prosequi, or you've heard nolli pros, which is Latin for, in essence, for the layman's terms, the state is refusing to prosecute the case. Okay, that means you were arrested, but the charges were dropped. Okay, stricken on leave to reinstate means that the case is dropped with, I believe, without prejudice or with prejudice, without prejudice, meaning that they have within 6 months, that's the time clock. If it's defendant demands trial, the time clock starts where within 6 months, they can bring the case back up. After 6 months, they're prohibited from addressing that case. Of course, with new charges, they can bring it back up. Rarely does that occur. Okay. But if you've heard either of those and you were just arrested, but you were not convicted, then yes, you can try to go and apply for expungement. Okay. But if you were convicted of that offense, meaning that you've heard the phrase, pleading guilty, finding guilty, because you've pled guilty or you were found guilty by a judge or a jury, okay, regardless of the sentencing, that's the thing, regardless of the sentencing, okay, you were found guilty or you pled guilty, okay, that is a conviction. All right. So the best way to find that out is to get your Illinois rap sheet. You can do that by going through any Illinois licensed fingerprint vendor if you're outside of Chicago. If you're inside of Chicago, you got to go to Chicago Police Headquarters, 3510 South Michigan Avenue in Chicago, the first floor. As soon as you enter the building, hang a left, you'll see the records review section is over there. You'll go inside, window 1 and window 2, access and review. Talk to the clerks, fill out the paperwork, pay the fee, get fingerprinted, stuff like that. And then you will get your rap sheet from either the Chicago Police Department or it might come directly from the Illinois State Police, one of those two. Please make sure you check with the Chicago Police Department regarding that, okay? Excuse me. Expunge all arrests possible. And this is before you apply. I cannot tell you how many times I've taught a concealed carry class and then I've had a person sit here and apply without following my advice because I have another video on this matter. Okay. So that's why I'm making another one. But I've had a video on this matter and I've told people before you apply, do this. They don't listen. They go on ahead and apply and then they get denied. So we're gonna go through this process, okay? Get your rap sheet. There is a difference between expungement and sealing, okay? Let's get to it. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, hit that like, hit the share, comment. I'm looking at the comments here. I'm gonna address your comments too, okay? I hope are you all benefiting from this? Show me some thumbs, show me some likes, hit me in the comments, yes, whatever the case may be. Show me that you're engaged in this, okay? Knowledge is shared. Knowledge is shared when, it's reciprocated. Let me know that you're benefiting from this, that somebody appreciates this information, okay? Or even if you appreciate this information, throw those likes, throw that stuff out there. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this engagement up, okay? Let's get this engagement up, okay? I'm not asking for anything monetary, okay? It would be nice if y'all support the channel. Hit it with the MikeBrownMerch.com, okay? But let's get those likes up. Let's get this engagement up. I know, free knowledge like a mug. I'm telling you. Here we go. Let's get to it. What's up, Monday? How are you, man? What's going on? All right, here we go. There is a difference between expungement and sealing. All right, let's go through it. When you apply for expungement, okay, expungement means that upon granting by the court, you don't have an automatic right to expungement or sealing, okay? Know that. Some people have gone into these courts and think you have an automatic right to that. You don't have an automatic right to that. What's going on, Will Green? I have not talked to you in a long time. What's going on, brother? Hope all is well. You do not have an automatic right to expungement, okay? Or is sealing. It's granted to you, okay? So regardless of what you think about the justice system, okay, you need to come with some humble pie, okay? The more positive things you have done to show that you are in essence repentant if in fact you did this, right? And that you're trying to make amends and doing good for society and things of that nature, the better it is you look, and then the better they can say, all right, this guy has done certain things, but he has turned his life around. He's given his life of service, things of that nature. And barring certain statutory restrictions, they may be able to grant you certain things such as expungement or sealing. I just got to put that out there. Okay. Got to put that out there. So expungement, upon it being granted, that means that your case, it's almost like it never happened. And the reason why I say almost, I think people need to know this. Your record at the Circuit Court of Cook County or any of the other circuit courts pursuant to Illinois law is not dissolved of at the court level, it's impounded. And only a court order can bring that back up, okay? So it's almost like it never happened. The Chicago Police Department or the arresting agency, they have to destroy their records. The Illinois State Police has to destroy, in essence, the arrest and the conviction. So it's almost like it never happened. You get a letter from the Bureau of Identification, which is in Joliet, stating that that part of that record, whichever has been expunged, has been wiped clean. It's not there anymore. It cannot be researched. Okay. Now it will be on file at the circuit court clerk's office, but only a court order can bring it up, right? I'll answer your question, James. Okay. Only a court order can bring it up. Okay. Now, a sealing is different. I've had people who have been previously convicted of felonies say, well, my case is sealed, so can I take the class? No, you actually cannot, because sealing is only for the concealment, in essence, of your record from public eyes. Okay. I'll rewind that again. Okay. The sealing of your record from public eyes, but the courts can still see it, right? They can still, let's just say you pick up a new case. That is definitely going to come back up, because unlike expungement, where it takes a court order to bring it up, right, to maybe establish a pattern of relevancy or something else, whatever the case may be, right? You have to speak to a lawyer regarding that. But I'm giving you this knowledge, not advice, but knowledge based upon my experience, as a criminal justice lecturer, master's degree, former and current, depending upon how you look at it, practitioner in the criminal justice system, and having been through this myself. So I can speak to it, right? That's the difference. An instructor that actually has, unfortunately, the experience to know what I'm talking about, right? So expungement means that it is wiped away, in essence, from the public view and from law enforcement view, but only a court order can bring it up. Sealing means that the public can't see it, but law enforcement and the courts can still see it, and in fact, in certain cases, probably use it against you. Okay. So if it's been sealed, it still exists. If it's expunged, it doesn't exist. If it is expunged, you can apply for your firearm rights back, because by court order and by law, it is considered legally not to have ever occurred. It does not exist except in court records, that little sidebar piece right there. Okay. So that is the difference. Once you receive that, expunge all arrests possible. I don't care if it's from your juvenile. I don't care if you're freaking 60 years old and you got arrested when you were 16 years old. If that is an arrest, but not a conviction, you need to go ahead and get that expunged. Get it done. Get it off your record. Okay. I don't care. Now, let's talk about a few things that are not expungible. Okay. Domestic batteries are not expungible, even if they are misdemeanor. This is why some of you all who follow me, hey, Felice, what's going on? Some of you all who follow me and understand the dual work that I do. I teach concealed carry. I also talk about child and adult anger management, domestic relations issues. I talk about these things. Why? And some of you all ask that question. What are you becoming a therapist? Why are you talking about this information? I talk about that stuff because domestic orders of protection are not expungible. So that stuff will always appear. Do you hear what I said? I'm not even talking about an arrest. We're just talking about an order of protection. That stuff will still exist. It will still be there. Okay? So, cooler heads prevail. Ladies, let them walk away. Fellas, walk away. Let's talk about it later. Cooler heads prevail. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get the likes up, shares, all that stuff. Let's get the engagement up. I'm passing out some good information. I've had people hit me up just a couple of minutes ago, not a couple of minutes ago, about an hour or two ago, and he might still be watching, right? Asking this very same question. Let's get the engagement up. Are you all appreciating this information? Okay? Because the people fail for the lack of knowledge, and the system wants you to fail because you do not know. People make money off of what you do not know, and I don't want to see you all fail. I listen to Bond Court every day. Why do I do that? As a former cop, I was one of those guys. I love staying in court, amongst other things, right? I love staying in court. So I listen to it because I want to get the temperature or the pulse on the justice system. I want to get that. What are they convicting or arresting people for? You hear it all the time about the convictions and this and people being let out on EM. You hear about all that, but what is actually being funneled through the court system? Okay, that's important to understand. And you ain't gonna listen to it, so somebody's got to. Okay, talk about a few cases that happened later on today. It was just crazy. All right, so let's get to it. I always advise that you seek the legal advice of legal counsel. Go to Legal Aid Chicago. Okay. Now, last I heard, the cases that they're taking, sometimes they were overburdened, stuff like that. Go to Legal Aid Chicago or look up an attorney that handles expungements. Contact your paralegal friends. Now, they cannot give you legal advice, but they can tell you how the paperwork goes. My expungements, I did that stuff myself, right? If you understand the process and how to do it, right? Or if someone educates you on how to do it, you can do it and represent yourself. It is a pro se matter where you can represent yourself at expungement, but it's what you know and how you come before the courts with that information. Okay. So let's push on to the next slide. Okay. After you apply, and this is important too. Okay. Pay attention to your email. Pay attention to your email. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw this up there full screen. Pay attention to your email. Okay. There is a difference between under review and under board review. Under review and under board review. When you apply, I'm going to go ahead and throw that across the screen. Here's the website again. Okay. www.ispfsb.com. www.ispfsb.com. Okay. Go ahead, create your profile, stuff like that. After you apply, you will see under review. Now, provided, let me move this ticker real quick, provided that you've gone ahead and get fingerprinted, which is not mandatory until I believe January 1st, 2022, I believe is going to be mandatory. But at present, it is not mandatory. Okay. With fingerprinting, 35 to 90 days. Without fingerprinting, 120 plus days by statute. Now, what it is now, that may vary, okay? But let's talk about under board review. Oh, Lord, how many of you all have seen this? If you have had your stuff under board review, put it in the comments. I know you all know some people who have been through these situations. I know you all know, look, tag them in these posts, share this. What I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing it bounce between 38 to 50 people, 21 likes, whatever the case may be, comments. I'm watching this stuff, y'all. This is good information. We need to get more people in on this, okay? Hey, what's going on, Hunter? How are you? Okay, Mike Washington, what's going on? All right, let's get back to the information. You said you're new. Glad to have you aboard on YouTube. John Happercamp, how are you? Yes, thank you for much. Thank you for that. Hunter, doing good. All right, get back to the topic. Here we go. Randy, I'll respond to your PM in a minute. Okay, here we go. Under board review. So, pursuant to Chapter 430, Illinois compiled statutes, absolutely. The real ones are still here. Yes, I appreciate that, Felice. Okay, here we go. Pursuant to the Illinois Concealed Carry Act, Chapter 430, Illinois Compiled Statutes Act 66. Okay. This is what happened. So let's talk about that timeline. Immediately after you get fingerprinted, if you want to get fingerprinted or not, whatever, immediately after you apply. The state has and any law enforcement agencies, granted, you need 10 years of address history. So when you do the 10 years of address history, the Illinois State Police sends that information out to all those places where you lived in those past 10 years. And they are allowed through the portal, okay, to apply an objection against you receiving a concealed carry license. So if you got an arrest history or bad dealings with the state or bad dealings with your local police department, some of you all live in rural counties and you got a police officer who maybe has an axe to grind against you, and the department knows and they have records of interactions with you, they have the ability to be able to, and this is not to say that every police department does, but they have the ability to be able to take that information, constant interactions with the police departments, whatever the case may be. They are able to take that in any reports, whether they ended up in arrest or not. I say again, whether they ended up in arrest or not, they are able to take that information and they are able to say, we object to the issuance of your concealed carry license because of you pose a clear and present danger. You've got, a case report under RD such and such and such and such and such, or case report number such and such and such and such, in that it is alleged that you did, this, you hit your neighbor, you did this, you cursed somebody out, you beat your kid, you hit your kid, you said all that stuff, they can file an objection. So when they do that, after the 30-day period, and here's how you kind of know you're in a safe zone. If you constantly monitor your account, you know how to keep track of your working in your regular days, whatever. If you keep track of your 30 plus working days, 35 days, if you don't see your stuff on there about around 40, 45, 50 days under board review, you're kind of in the safe zone, right? Kind of in the safe zone. But the minute you go under board review, you are going to start to get a barrage of letters stating that pursuant to 430 Illinois Compiled Statutes, Act 66, section something, I forgot the section, we have received an objection to you getting your license, okay? And you're going to receive that letter once every 30 days. You're going to receive that letter once every 30 days. And then at some point in time, you will receive a letter, okay? You will receive a letter and an email advising you to respond to the allegations against you, okay? To respond to the allegations against you. You need to pay attention to that. I say again, you need to pay attention to that. Why? There have been some people who have gotten denied by default because they did not pay attention to the notification, right? That the objection was actually being provided to you, because they have to let you know due process of law, right? Anytime the government seeks to deny you of something that you may have a right to, right, they have to provide you due process of law under the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. And that due process is the right to be heard on the matter, okay? And so they provide you an opportunity to respond. You don't pay attention to your stuff, right? Then, I didn't pay attention, and then they deny you. Oh, man, they denied me process. No, they didn't, and they have a record of it. They sent you a letter. They sent you an email. You just did not respond, okay? What's going on, Kavaris? I appreciate you tagging people in this, okay? And this will be saved on all the platforms. Sorry, sinus issue, excuse me. All right, that being said, let's move on. It is important that you formulate your response appropriately. You're able to respond through the portal. And I'm going to throw this back up here on the screen so that you can see www.ispfsb.com. This is the website. If you are in the state of Illinois, this is the website. Okay. And so when you throw that, not throw that back up, but when you go back in and respond, you need to respond with evidence. If you had a case that has been dismissed and the matter has been expunged or currently going under expungement, which, my opinion, you really shouldn't apply until you get those letters from the Chicago Police Department or whatever police department saying that the matter has been destroyed if it's been expunged. If you get the letter from the Illinois State Police Bureau of Identification from Joliet, and it will come in an envelope, marked Illinois State Police, Bureau of Identification, okay? And it lets you know that this matter has been purged. It's done. It's expunged, right? After the court hearing, where the judge tells you it's expunged and you get your paperwork, right? You got some time to wait after that, about 60, maybe 90 days. Once that has expired and you got that paperwork, then apply, because now you have the paperwork to upload, right? Take a picture of it on your iPhone, take a picture of it on your iPhone if you don't have a scanner. If you don't have a scanner, I don't speak Android, so I don't know what it is y'all do, okay? Team iPhone, baby. But if you speak, not if you speak, if you take a picture of it on your iPhone, turn it into a PDF document, and then email it to yourself, you have a PDF document of that to upload to the state website, right? Everything is electronic, right? So get with the times, okay? Upload that stuff, and then you're going to need to provide a description, of what happened. Now comes the respondent, Michael Brown, in response to the allegations in that, and then they address, okay, I don't know what that means. My dad shot 20 people, open carry, and he went in the tickle chair, man. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and block you. If somebody sits here and says comments that's stupid, I'm going to go ahead and block you. Put you in timeout, block you. I don't have time for that stuff. I don't understand what that even meant. Moving on. Respect yourself on this channel. I love comments. I absolutely love it, but I won't hesitate to put you in timeout, and I won't hesitate to block you if you're disturbing the educational process. Same way I would in class, same way I am in here, okay? So let's get back to it. When you respond, you need to formulate a response that addresses the specific allegations only with evidence, not see what had happened was blah, 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 blah. Because yes, you might be able to provide certain words to that effect, but you're definitely going to need to provide evidence. Evidence is what they see. The police officers came with reports of allegations. And I want you to understand that the burden is very low, okay? The burden is not high like in a criminal case. In a criminal case, it's proof beyond a reasonable doubt, which is a 95% standard of evidence that it is beyond the reasonable doubt that you committed the alleged offense, right? In a board review, it's only the preponderance of the evidence, which is a very low burden likened to a civil case, okay? Likened to a civil case where you have a 51%. So it's more likely than not that you did this. Not an absolute you did this, just that it's more likely than not. Now, Eric G. Dusk asked a very important question. What if I got denied and started my expungement after? That is a very, very good question. I hate to say it, and of course, I'm going to always tell you to seek out legal advice. But if you got denied, you have 35 days, which is kind of what I was going to get to a little bit later. 35 days from the date of denial and your receipt of that denial letter to appeal to the county court of residency for an administrative review. Okay. And that's pretty much what they're going to do, is do an administrative review to see if, the decision was made appropriately. If there's any, I from what I hear, they don't allow any more evidence, but they might. I don't know. Please check with the lawyer. Okay. But if you got denied and that 35-day time limit has lapsed, I don't know if you get another opportunity to apply, except if you get the matter expunged and then you're able to appeal to the Illinois State Police Director. Okay, I would strongly advise you to seek the advice of counsel. I have recommended someone here, the law office of Williams and Nickel. You can Google them, the law office of Williams and Nickel. They handle these matters very well. This is why I tell people, before you apply, these are the things you need to do. Check your arrest record. Check your arrest record. Okay. Understand the difference between arrest and conviction. Get your Illinois rap sheet. Okay. Understand the difference between expungement and sealing. Once you receive that rap sheet, expunge all arrests possible and see which cases are expungible. If there is a case where you have a conviction and it is expungible, expunge it, expunge it, expunge it. Okay. and you definitely want to seek the advice of legal counsel. Okay. Justin, you said you know a great lawyer that does expungements. Put that person's name on the screen. If you know that person's name, I will gladly put their name on there. Okay. If you got the name and phone number, gladly put them on there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going on almost a year waiting for a renewal. They haven't sent it to CPD yet. You said you haven't responded to the objection. Okay, so let me ask you this, Eric. Glad you said that. When you said you haven't responded to the objection, is it that you were denied because you did not respond, or did they send you the objection letter and that you have not yet responded? There's a difference. If you have not yet responded, bro, you got time. Or whatever case may be, you got time, something to finagle with, right? You need to get on top of that and get that response out there. Whatever kind of evidence you got, you need to get that out there. Oh, I'm seeing it right here. I'm stupid. All right, here we go. Well, I haven't got denied. I got sent a letter of my arrest record that they have an objection. Eric, I'm going to go ahead and not text you, but I'm going to go ahead and throw my number across the screen for you to go on ahead and text me a picture of that 773-372-3929, 773-372-3929. Send me the picture of the letter they sent you, and I will be able to better educate you on what you need to do. Okay. Yeah. And then depending upon that, how much time my office hours are tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. You might be able to come in preferably at 8. Don't wait too late, because around 11 o'clock, I'm ready to wind down. I'm ready to get out of there. But I might be able to help you. Okay, depending upon what I got going on at that time. So text me 773-372-3929. Send me that information, and let me see what I could do for you. Okay. Those of you all who got questions about class, I got that information coming up too. You said, hold my number up fast. Yeah. I got the objection letter of all my arrests. Yes, Eric, text that to me. Did you get the letter? Did you get the number? Let me know if you got the number. I'm gonna put it in the comments too. All right, there we go. It's right there. Sorry about that. You said good night? All right, what's up, Charles? Are you saying good night as in good night, you gone, or good night as in the opposite of good morning, salutation? I don't know. What's up, Charles? All right, Justin Stovall says, Nikki Donnelly. Oh, not that. Nikki Donnelly, Rights and Restorations Law Group. Okay, so those of you all who need to take this information down, take that down. Nikki, it's in the comments too. Nikki Donnelly. Put that on there at the same time. Here we go. Let me put that on the same comment. Nikki. Appreciate that. You guys are amazing. That's why I love the engagement. I do not claim to know everything, and information shared. That's what we all love to do, is get that information out there. There's in greetings. I got it, Charles. Okay, let me see. You said numbers 312. Until I shouted her out on this channel too. 672. I'm going to reach out to her too, see if we can get her in on this to talk about that. She got my UUW vacated, and now I have my FOIA card. That's some good information right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up here. Bam, here we go. Nikki Donnelly, Rights and Restorations Group, 312-672-9967. Okay, 312-672-9967. And I'm going to go on ahead and give her a call and see if we can get her in on this so she can begin to talk about that stuff. Would you all like to let me know in the comments if you all would like to hear her talk about this stuff? Hey, Kira, how are you? If you want to hear her talk about this stuff, let me know. Okay, this information, I told you, I'm loving this StreamYard. Shouts out to StreamYard. Okay, I'm loving this because we're able to bring people in and so that they can have wonderful conversations, and we can get a more robust conversation and get out more information in a smoother way to you all. Okay. And that's what I want to do. You said, tell her I referred you. She is awesome. Yeah, I will do that. I will definitely shout you out. Okay. Definitely shout you out. Hey, guys, if you know somebody who's in the market for a concealed carry class, I'm going to put that information out here. I got a class coming up too. Okay. $99. $99. Okay. Say that again. $99, right? Oh my God, why are you charging so low? Oh my God, why do you charge? Because I can. Damn it. Because I can. $99. Okay. Now my classes are normally $130. Okay. But it's $99. We'll talk about that shortly. Okay. Let's get back to the matter and the topics at hand. Okay. You say you swear by my classes. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that. That's high praise. Throw that up there. I appreciate that. You said you paid a lot. Of course, man. Look, now let me provide some context. There are some, you can't beat that. Okay. There are some, what's the youngest I teach? 21. Well, 21 is the youngest who can get the license. But the youngest I teach kids. I had 18-year-olds in my class. I got a mother that's bringing her 2 sons, I think, 15 and 17 to my class. Boy, I teach. I want you guys to learn. Now, whether you can get the license or not, that's another story, right? But I want you guys to learn. The only thing is if you got a felony, you can't touch my firearms, okay? But the information you can still benefit from, okay? Because I want people to learn. I really want people to learn. What's going on, Charles? How are you? Yes. So let's get back to it. Back to the presentation. Here we go. All right. Let's get to it. And then I'll get to the classes. And then that's that. Okay. Unlawful use of a weapon. Let's talk about it. Okay. This is one of the charges that you see the state banging people on all the time. All the time. Kisser, hang tight. I'm going to go ahead and get to the matter of fact. Let me go ahead and get to the class information because I know some of y'all are here for the class information. Let me go ahead and get to that. Absolutely. Our job is to make as many responsible. And you're going to see John tomorrow, Wednesday night. Okay. Wednesday night. Let's say Wednesday night. Yes, Wednesday night. You're going to see John tomorrow talking about medical marijuana. So if you're watching here, come back tomorrow. Okay. We got more information for you. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. John is going to be on. I'm going to have other instructors on. We're going to talk about other topics, okay? This is a show. That's what this is. This is a show. And this ain't the Mike Brown show, okay? This is just a show for just educating you all, okay? Any instructors that want to come on, give a shout out, okay? Give a holler. We'll go on ahead and bring you on. All right, here we go. Let me get to the classes, and then we'll get back to that. All right, so my next concealed carry classes are August 12th and 13th from 8 a.m. To 4 p.m. All of my classes are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. August 14th and 15th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Yes, I appreciate that, Frank. Thank you very much. August 19th and 20th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then Saturday and Sunday, August 21st and 22nd, and then the 28th and 29th. Now, you don't have to complete all these classes. No, it's only a 2-day class. Thursday and Friday or Saturday and Sunday. It's not all of these, okay? I know some people look at this like, what? I can't do all them days. I got to work. I get it. It's not what I'm saying, okay? Just 2 days. All right, here we go. Cost of the class is only $99. Only $99. Here we go. Only $99, okay? You got to deposit $50. $50 deposit is required, and it's not refundable, okay? Because we got to pay for things in advance. So be specific when you want to. It's come in. You got to come in. Now, that's a good question. Hey, John, you see this? Kissa, we're not making fun of you. That's not what I'm saying. But here's this. There have been some instructors. John, I hope you hear, bro. There have been some instructors who have been teaching Zoom concealed carry classes. Oh, I wish Marquise was here. Marquise Miranda, shouts out to my brother, P6 Firearms Training Group. Look, the Illinois State Police has not given guidance on Zoom concealed carry classes. Why? Because you can't do it via Zoom. You cannot do it via Zoom. And I'm not saying that aggressively towards you, Kissa. It's in person, right? During the pandemic, I was still teaching classes, okay? And all of my classes were in person, right? You cannot do, now you can complement the 16 hours with certain more than 16-hour elements, but you cannot, as a part of your primary, do Zoom concealed carry classes. You cannot do that, okay? So hope the state don't find out. But the state might give certain leniencies because it was a pandemic, first in our lifetime. You just never know. But I have not done Zoom classes. And John said, yeah, he's got into arguments over it. So do not go into a Zoom class. Okay. Do not do it. All right. No problem. You said you also got into it that I don't teach a 1-day class to everyone. Boy, I've done 1-day classes. I am known for doing a 1-day class. I did it 6 a.m. Those of y'all who know me from back in the day, I think I stopped doing 1-day classes at the end of 2019. I stopped doing 1-day classes. But boy, it ain't nothing for me to do a 1-day class. 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Cover everything that you can in the 16 hours, which ain't going to be enough. 16 hours is not going to be enough. But to cover all that stuff in 1 day, boy, we used to make it rock. I'm telling you. And I got audited and everything still met above board because it's nothing to teach. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can do it, right? But we all left dog shit tired, man. Ivan, I'm going to ask you a question in a minute. We all left tired. I'm talking about it's a lot of logistics and a lot of energy and a lot of discipline, which means your students got to be squared away too. I tell y'all to be somewhere, you got to be somewhere. I tell you what you got to do, you got to do that. Everybody got to be squared away. That's how it is. You said I was told yet wanted an 8-hour to equal a 16-hour because others. Hell no, don't do that. Yeah, and John knew not to do that. So I ain't worried about that. That was stupid. But no, I would do a 1-day 16-hour class, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. I mean, after all, my normal wake up is like 4 a.m. in the morning. So to do it, they were motivated and the classes would be packed out too. So I don't know. See, in the pandemic, I probably couldn't swing a 1-day 16-hour class because that's just too much exposure to everybody in that 16-hour environment. I couldn't even pull it off until the pandemic subsided and things got back to whatever this normal is going to be. So during this, I can't do a 1-day class. But to answer your question, Ivan, it's $99 per class for the 2 days. Now, we're not talking about $99 on Thursday and $99 on Friday. No. The class, the 2-day class is $99 only. $99 only. You said struggle now to put out information in 16 hours. It just depends. It depends on what you're teaching. Okay. The state governs what we have to teach. They don't discuss, they don't say the manner in which we should teach it. So that's a whole nother trainer conversation right there on the instructor conversation. But I get what you're saying, John. Yeah, you're right. In certain cases. Yes. I mean, and 16 hours ain't enough either. Okay. Yeah, but the class is only $99, $50 deposit required, non-refundable. That sale is only until August 31st, 2021. I've been trying to help everybody out during the summer. I understand people are traveling, whatever the case may be. So $99. Don't make me out to be a liar, because I promise you, September 1st, we're going back to our $130. Okay, $130. Now that covers the gun usage, ammunition, ear and eye protection, and targets. The range fee you still have to pay on your own, and you pay that once you go to, that's right, Eagle Sports Range, 5900 West 159th Street in Oak Forest. Shouts out to Eagle, okay? Shouts out to TK Investigations and Consulting, his range up in Burlington, Wisconsin. Those are the two ranges that we use. You said $99 plus the kids' books and a hoodie. Yes. Yes, that is the case. That is definitely the case. Thank you for thank you for that laugh. And Ricky, you learned a lot in class, didn't you, man? You learned a lot in class. I try the best that I can to teach a lot of stuff in class. You're gonna walk away with more than just gun knowledge, okay? And John also has his concealed carry classes and stuff like that too. GuardianConcepts.com. I got no problem sharing information about other people's classes. GuardianConcepts.com. He has an advanced concealed carry. You know, I only plug people's stuff where they good, because you may sit there and say, F Mike Brown, I don't want to come to you. My thing is, as long as you're able to protect yourself and you get to somebody, that's cool. But I'm going to tell you, the best of us, I say again, the best of us, we are not sugarcoating anything as it relates to what you need to know. And so if you come there with your feelings on your sleeve, man, get in the hands of a right instructor, and we're going to let you have the business if you don't control your feelings. And you know what? man, I'm just telling you, the way I teach my classes now, you come in there with them feelings, I might just kick you out. I'm sorry, because I'd rather kick you out and avoid the conflict, because there is a difference, right? So, and I'm going to say this and then we're going to get back to certain things. But in the military and in law enforcement, we really want you, and I'm going to plug his stuff up here too. No, you do not need a FOID card prior to taking the class, okay? And you don't need to have your own firearm. We provide that stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, for real. For real, for real. Guardian Concepts with John, and then out of Bourbonnais, Illinois. John, type that again and put it all on one line, including your phone number, so I can plug it up there, okay? I appreciate you doing that. In the military and in law enforcement, there's a screening process that occurs before you even get to the trainers, boot camp, academy, whatever you want to call it, okay? Basic training, initial entry training, whatever you want to call it, there's a screening process, okay? Concealed carry classes for civilians, there's no screening process. I mean, so we don't know who we're getting in class. You just pay your money and we hope everything works out. So I used to be this whole get in your face, you're going to sit there and do what I understand, you know what I'm saying? Sir, I used to do that. Now, you show me the slightest sign of aggression, you're gone. Which means you have to discipline yourself like really good. I just did that with my last class. Oh my God, it worked out so well. It worked out so well, and it was so less stressful. Whew. Less stressful. I love it. You show me the slightest sign of aggression, you are gone. You don't need to be in my class. In fact, you may not even need to have a gun. But I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to tell you have a good day. Just going to tell you have a good day. All right. Here's John's information. Guardian Concepts, 815-295-6031, Bourbonnais, Illinois. Illinois basic concealed carry and advanced concealed carry training. Like I said, I got no problem plugging other people's information, stuff like that. Thank you very much for that, John. And Frank McFarland, I love the shoot, don't shoot scenarios. I'm going to create some more. And in fact, I'm probably going to get with the company. And we're going to start doing skits. Start doing skits because I think people need to see certain stuff. They do. They do. Okay. They really do. Hey, Beverly, you said, no, he don't. No, he don't what? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I've had to kick somebody out of class. I just don't have time for that. So, I mean, because it distracts from the learning environment, it really does. Okay. So I appreciate that, Dana. Oh, Dana said, love your class. I appreciate that. I really do. Because I just really want to help folks. I mean, we don't know how long we got on this earth. Time is the one thing that we take for granted until the funeral. Everybody analyzes the importance of time at the funeral, right? So let's get to it. You said skits would be a good idea. Yeah, matter of fact, Felice, I need to talk to you. I'm glad you're here. I need a production company. I can't do everything. Hey, Felicia, I responded to your message that you sent me, okay? I responded to your message. So you said you text me? Okay, cool. I need to talk to you, Felice. We gotta make some stuff happen because I need that. I gotta rebrand and do a couple of other things, and I need that. So I need to go in that direction. All right, let's get back on target. Here we go. Concealed carry information, classes. What's next? Okay, how to pay. Yep, that's always important. All right, so you can pay through Cash App. You said you're contemplating getting and running a simulator in our classes. You know what? I got a simulator. I got one. But damn, 16 hours is not enough, man. I really wish the class, some people are gonna be mad for real. I wish the class was like 24 hours. Because if it was 24 hours, I would have one more day to play. Like, let me ask you all this question, and I'm gonna throw a poll out there because the Illinois State Police doesn't stop me. And I'll answer your question, James. The Illinois State Police doesn't stop you from adding more to the class. You just can't do less than 16 hours. So those of you all who are future students, right? Would you want a third day? Like, could I, and somebody's trying to call me right now. Could I do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Would you all do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Because if you all would do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then we could get more value, dude. Oh my God. my mind is just, yes, I could bring in my simulator and then we could get more training. Oh my God. Like there are so many things that we could do with a Friday, Saturday, Sunday class. And I'm going to go on ahead and say it, 16 hours ain't enough, but 24 hours, you getting a little bit more. And it's giving you, it's more of a, we got one day of just straight play. Like, and I could do whatever in that class. We could do stuff physical, signing waivers, whatever, right? We could, man, dude, like for reals. So I think in September, I can't do it in August, but I think in September, I'm going to start to do 24-hour classes like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then for those who could only do like, I don't know, we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. I don't want to plan it right now on here because then that's going to be a whole nother, I only got like a few minutes to, have your attention. But that's going to be a whole nother thing right there. And I want to tie up your time. Okay, here we go. This is how you pay for the class. $99, $50 required to reserve your seat, okay? If this was a lot of information, just go on ahead and text that number, 773-372-3929, and say, just text the number 1. Just text the number 1 to 773-372-3929 if you're interested in the concealed carry class information. And I'll go on ahead and text all this stuff to you. I already got pre-formatted text messages and stuff like that. I just send that to you so that way you got all this information. So you don't have to try to go back to the slide and remember it. That's a lot of stuff, okay? Including how to pay. Sorry. You can pay through Cash App, Apple Pay, Zelle, PayPal, stuff like that. Or you can even come into my office. Okay, I'll be in the office tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay, those are my office hours every Wednesday. Okay, and that's how you pay. I kind of want to go into the. I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. So John, when you come on tomorrow, you're gonna talk about medical marijuana or just marijuana, period, and then concealed carry, which is gonna be a great topic. I hope I see y'all tomorrow. You guys have really been engaging in this stuff. Really, let's get more people in on this conversation because I've been on Facebook seeing stuff. I haven't seen nobody engage in this type of conversation, like lives I can actually watch and learn from and stuff like that. So many people want to keep information to themselves. I get it, whatever, it's business, but I just don't want to. It's too many people that want to know. All right. So yeah, come on back tomorrow. Kevin, my dude, I just did your last class. I think a third day would have been good. Yes, I appreciate that, Kevin. We're going to go on ahead and do that. Okay. We're going to go on ahead and make it a third day. Okay. And I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday would be good options right there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So when I'm done with this live, I'm going to get right to the planning phase on that. You guys said you wanted it. I'm going to go on ahead and give it. Yep. Somebody else just text me one right now. And even if y'all want to come back and just do a refresher, I'll be glad to have y'all back in class. I really would. Thank you for that, Giovanna. Yeah, the amount of info would be tremendous. And then just to bring in other instructors, so that way we could provide a more robust experience. And even if you want to, come on in other instructors and just try certain things out so they see if it could work in your business. I'm totally fine with that. Obviously, we know you're certified and stuff like that. Hell yeah, you heard what he said. Hell, I'll come play for a day. Even if we go up to the range in Wisconsin and stuff like that, and then do some extra play or maybe another extra time at Eagle and put together something. You said, I'm down for the refresher. Absolutely. You said, would I do a group, maybe like a church or a friends group? Yes, I would. Ricky Dillard. I love your name, brother. I think I told you that because one of my favorite choir directors, right, in gospel music. I'm a musician. Ricky Dillard. I love Ricky Dillard and New G. Sorry. So every time I see your name, I'm like, hit the choir master. I'm sorry. Just going back to them days when I was a musician actively in the church. Yeah, I would. Would I do a group, maybe like a church or friends group? Yeah, I would. So I appreciate you all. You've been hanging out for an hour. Those of you all who've been watching by YouTube, I appreciate you said, gotta love New G, of course. It was from the throat. Like this. Yeah, those of you all who have been watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. Come on back. Maybe even throw some first aid in there. Yes. 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 You said look at the Guardian Conference in Oklahoma City. You'll be there. Yes. 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 All right. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Support the channel. Support the channel by going to MikeBrownsMerch.com. MikeBrownsMerch.com. I do have t-shirts, hoodies, stuff like that. It's starting to get cold outside. Well, not yet, but it's going to be getting cold outside soon. You all know the hoodies I've had before. Shouts out to Pure Extravagance Enterprises. We're going to produce some more hoodies and stuff like that, some more shirts. And you can always support the channels that way. We do direct to consumer shipping and stuff like that for you. New designs. Okay. And we're definitely going to have a more robust conversation tomorrow. John Happerkamp from Guardian Concepts is going to be on. I'm going to try to get Marquise Miranda back on, a couple of other instructors back on, see if I can get USCCA Dominic Cantanella back on. I'm going to try to fill this screen with 10 folks. Y'all going to be tired of my ass tomorrow. I'm going to try to fill this screen with 10 people, and we're going to all have something to talk about. It's going to be like the Source Awards. Nah, I'm just playing. It ain't going to be like that. But I'm going to try to have everybody on there. You said, do I have big boy sizes? Yes, I do, Frank. I do. And if I don't have it listed on there, I will get it amended where it's going to be listed on there. But yes, we do have big boy sizes. I just tried the hoodie that I just purchased. I'm looking at it right now. It's very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. So yes. Please support. Go to MikeBrownsMerch.com. Check it out. Okay. Even if you just go check it out and want to purchase later, support the channel. That is how you support the channel. Okay. MikeBrownsMerch.com. You all ask me for different designs. And if you see something there you like, cool, purchase it. If you want one-on-one training, that's one of the ways that you get that. Buy 3 things equivalent to $50 and you get 1 hour with me on the range. Okay. That's one of the ways you can get, or just pay me $50 an hour, whatever. One of those 2 ways. Okay. All right. I've been holding you guys down for an hour. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe, stay frosty, stay something. I don't know. Miles, you said, I need some help. Real important question. I passed your class, but I still got denied from my card. Is there a way I could fix this? Miles, text me, 773-372-3929. Text me. And what I may have to do is I may have to call you tomorrow. You said you passed my class, but you still got denied. I would need to know whatever letters you got sent to you. Okay. Whatever letters you got sent to you from the state, that's what I would need to know. Okay. What were the allegations alleged against you? Did you respond to the allegations on time, or did they deny you by default because you did not respond? That would be information that I would need to know, because if it's a fresh denial, you got time to try to appeal it. Okay. To the circuit court where you reside. Okay. Text me that information. We'll go ahead and get at you. I appreciate you guys. Love you. And I mean that for reals. Okay. Go ahead and support the channels by going to MikeBrownsMerch.com, MikeBrownsMerch.com. You can also get the books, MikeBrownsBooks.com. Okay. And then MikeBrownsClass.com, Mike Brown's Merch, Mike Brown's Books, or MikeBrownsClass.com. Okay. Until then, guys. Matter of fact, let me see if you left a comment. All right, John. Cool. You guys take care.